Ephesians chapters 2 and verses 10 says, "For we are his workmanship, created in Yahushua Mashiach unto good works, which Yahweh hath before ordained that we should walk in them." I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Harakah, Wadash, giving double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutes to all 144,000 elect out the area, coming at you with another lesson. Our rattles out be edifying. Go and get in some of the meat of Ephesians chapters 2 and 1. It says, made alive in a Mashiach. Yeah, Yahushua, you Christians call him Jesus. The word is a Mashiach or Christ, which means anointed. Here we're reading. And one says, and you have he quickened who were dead in your trespasses and sins. Right? That's the power of the Most High, man. The power of the example of Yahushua life and his sacrifice that he gave us, man. That's that power. It's made us alive and it's quickened us, who we were once dead. But now this word here, I'm lambacking off a particular word that Elder Apostle Tahar said on his live stream this Saturday. This word here, and it led me to this. Now all I did, very straight and simple and plain, he mentioned this word here, institutionalized. So I tapped it in. I tapped in KJV Bible verses, because he was talking on the subject of not being wishy-washy, which the other camps, you know, the purple people and all the other camps are wishy-washy as far as doing this work, and seasonal, choosing what times they're going to go out. But not us, not GMS. We are institutionalized. That's the general idea. He was making that point. We're not wishy-washy, right? We're institutionalized. So when I tapped it in, I said, okay, there's a video. I tapped it in, the Bible verses, and then the meaning, institutionalized, to give an example. Right, we're going to get into some of the blue letter meanings as well, words and the etymology of words, and other examples. So now, institutionalized, give an example. Right, so Google, what does Google say about that? The example, it says, if someone such as a sick, mentally ill or old person is institutionalized, they are sent to stay in a special hospital or home, usually for a long period. Institutionalized was necessary when his wife became both blind and violent. Right, it's just giving some random examples here. Other example here. What is an example of institutionalized? For example, the divisions of powers in government is institutionalized both as an organizational framework that result from an influences the competitions of political actors, and as an attempt to safeguard a certain conception of liberty. Yeah, so that's some bull. Let's find another one. Let's see if we can find a better one. What are examples of institutionalized behavior? Right, because if we're institutionalized under Yahushua, under Yahushua, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing we can make a comparison here. Institutionalized behavior. This institutionalized behavior results from being a member of what Everin Goffman called a total institution. For example, a prison, a bit better here, a prison, a mental asylum, or a pandage, I know I'm butchering it, an appendage, or so on. A person in a prison would be so used to living there, being locked up for a long time, that he would find it difficult to live outside it. Yeah, that's close enough, I would say. The more you're into this truth, the more you wrapped up into this truth, you have principles you're living by, standards you're living by, routines you're living by, and we wouldn't have it any other way. That's the general idea. That's the general census. We wouldn't have it any other way, and we wouldn't know how to live according to this world, because this world is just free for all, and Alistair Crowley do as they please. We're under an institution of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, right? A person in a prison would be so used to living there, being locked up for a long time. Yeah, no doubt. That's the idea. The elders and the apostles have been doing it so long now that they wouldn't know how to do anything else. Doing the videos day in and day out every day. To some do up to 2, 3, 4 a day. Abaratazar, the longer you've been here, the more Abaratazar is a good thing to be institutionalized under Yahweh Yahushua, under this thing. The longer you're in it, the better you the more under it you are, the more institutionalized you are, doing more videos and doing more praying, doing more keeping your medicine strong. That's the idea. Abaratazar, this is edifying. Now there's another word here, institutionalized. The meaning says established as a common and accepted part of a system or culture. There you have it in a nutshell. Institutionalized belief and practice placed in a care of a specialized institution. Established as a common and accepted part of the system or culture. That's it in a nutshell. We don't need no more. Yeah, they are sent to stay in a special hospital, or someone such as a sick or mentally. That's the idea. For a long period of time, she became seriously ill and had to be institutionalized for a lengthy period. Right? We understand it when you see it on those kind of examples of being in prison or being institutionalized in a hospital under a routine, under a structure. Now here's more etymology. Institutionalized, to put onto institutional life, usually decoratory. It meant to make an onto an institution and to adjust to life in an institution. All right, let's see here. Action of establishing or founding a system of government, a religious order, right? Foundation, thing established, from Latin, from the Old English Latin, normative, right? So you could be institutionalized arrangement, instruction on a form of under a form of education. Hospitalized, we looked at that. Prison system, establishment or organization for the promotion of that's it, man. You don't have to make it more deep and complicated in it. It's a simple thing, simple and plain when you looked at it here in these terms. Simple and plain when you looked at it here in these terms. Simple and plain when you looked at it. Where's my favorite? Where's my favorite one? My favorite one. Yeah, here it is. My favorite one is a prison called a total institution, for example, a prison or a mental asylum. That's the correct word there. Asylum, and orphanage, and so on. A person in a prison would be used to living there, being locked up for a long time, that he would find it difficult to live outside. All right, now let's get back to the blue letter. Abaratazar. You see now how I read that? Oh, by the way, how did I come up with these scriptures? How did I come up with these scriptures? I made mention of it on the opening of the video. I just tapped it in. KJV Bible verses. Loads of precepts come up. See how you just do that? Land back off a particular word. I've been doing that recently. coming up with videos, and we know when we get into prophecy, you can that's so easy. You just watch the news, or get into the scriptures, read the scriptures, and it's there. It's there for you. The blueprints of Yahweh Shai, the prophecies in the books of Revelation, Daniel, all throughout the Bible, Daniel, right, and Isaiah, prophecies are there. You got current events now popping off left, right, and center. All these things happening, man, left, right, and center around the news. The judgments. So that's how you get videos, man. They come up. The Most High gives you them. Ultimately, it's the Most High, the Spirit of the Lord, that give you them. Now, this one here, I'm just backing off this. Well, one word, institutionalized. The elder apostle Tahar made mention of it, because we're not in this truth. We're not supposed to be wishy-washy, and being institutionalized in the way of Yahweh Shai. Right? We're made alive in a Mashiach. Makes us alive, because it's a good thing. Yeah, and he quickened who were dead in trespasses and sins. So people who are institutionalized in any other way, and don't think you ain't institutionalized, because you are in one way or another. If you're not if you're not a slave, that's another word. If you're not a slave to this truth, you're a slave to someone else or some other authority or organization, whether it be religion, prisons, the prison system, the hospitalized system. If you're not institutionalized in one way or another, you're going to be in another way, a slave to somebody, your woman, right? All kind of different things you could be a slave to, under, or institutionalized. But we are what? Let's read it again. Ephesians 2:10. For we are his workmanship, created in Yahushua Mashiach unto good works, which Yahweh hath before ordained that we should walk in them. Right, let's read on some more. Read on some more when we jump down to let's go up to 6. Read 6. It says, he hath raised us up together and made us sit together in heavenly places in Yahushua Mashiach, that in the age he to come he might show the exceedingly riches. He might show the exceeding riches of his grace in his kindness toward us through Yahushua Mashiach. For by grace we are saved through faith, and that not of ourselves, it is the gift of Yahushua, right? Not of works, lest any man should boast. Here's the point now, once again. For we are his workmanship, created in Yahushua Mashiach unto the good works, which Yahweh hath before ordained that we should walk in them. There's more. Let's jump down to 19. The whole of the chapter is good. The whole of the chapter is good. Now 19. Now therefore, ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and of the household of God. Right? So the strangers are us. Right? When we were once strangers and foreigners, when we didn't know this truth, when we wasn't awoken and quickened by and made alive through Yahushua Mashiach. Right? So we were once strangers and foreigners. That's all that is when you break it down, the nuts and bolts. Yeah, people who are not familiar that they are Israelites could be described as strangers and foreigners. But when you're awoken and quickened, right? What are we now? Fellow citizens. We're gonna get into some of these words, man. Like I say, we don't we don't want to make it too deep, but it's we're bringing out the bullet points. Right? We are now fellow citizens, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Yahushua Mashiach himself being the chief cornerstone, right? In whom all the building fitly framed together groweth unto an holy temple in the Lord. And that's the temple right here. We're building the temple here now, right? The elect coming back, the church or temple. Church, the meaning of church means to call out. So the bricks now would be us, the elect, the hopeful elect, the coming back of the church, the building of the church, the temple, which was once broken down, is now being built up again. Yeah, man, we all coming together again. Reading on, last one. In whom we are also are builded together, let it speak, let the scripture speak. Builded together for an habitation of Yahweh through the Spirit. Right, now there's a couple of words there. I might even have to do a part 2 on this. Some beautiful meat in here. Yeah. Um, Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and the household of Yahushua. I must be allowed to get into some of these words. Babakusha. You gonna let me get in? Gonna let me get in? It's running slow, man. It's running slow. Well, let's see what happens there. Let's see what happens if I then try again. If it's gonna run slow, then we're just gonna have to be patient, man. You know, computer must be running well slow. All right, if it's gonna run slow, I'll come back. I'll do a part 2. But I've got other precepts we can go to while and see if it comes through while I go to some other precepts. So remember, we're lambacking of this word. I just tapped it in. This I come up with the institutionalized. I was tapped in verses, KJV Bible. Tapped in verses. Gave me a couple of precepts. We're gonna get into some of these. 24 of Hebrews 10 says, yeah, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, right? Bearing in mind, right, we're institutionalized. So it's like, this is the structure, this is the organization, this is what we're under. We are considering one another to provoke unto love and fine works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more, as ye see the day approaching. Right, man? Yeah, that's it. The institutionalized, we're not wishy-washy when it comes to meeting up together on the highways and the byways. We're not wishy-washy. It's not about we're not led by or influenced by the weather. Yeah, rain, summer, fall, rain, fall, snow, all seasons we're there, right? With our umbrellas, with our, kitted out for whatever weather we have to endure, because we're not seasonal prophets. We're not seasonal prophets. We're not wishy-washy prophets. We're under an institution, which means to be led by, right, influenced by, kept by, right? We looked at the word. Oh, I must go back to this. Yeah, we gave the example. This one here, yeah. We really have no. A person in a prison would be so used to living there, being locked up for a long time, that he would find it difficult to live outside. We're just so used to doing it. I couldn't be in my house knowing that it's a Saturday and knowing that we're this our day. It's our day, because that's our day to go out there and call out. That's the church meeting. Yeah, that's the church meeting, to meet together to call out to those who are in need, to those elect, the hopeful elect, to build back this temple back. So we're so used to it. That's because we're institutionalized, and and that's the best form of institutionalized you can be. Uh, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. There you have it, Akim. All right, the best form of being institutionalized you can ever get. Oh, it's not going to let me get in. Don't look like it's letting me get in today. It's just being like, okay, he wants to be. Let's just see if I try another one here. Don't look like it's letting me get in, but I can always come back another time. The computer just wants to be slow. And it's okay. It's another excuse to get into this subject again. And then we're going to get into the words. More precepts to get into. We looked at Hebrews as well. We looked at Ephesians, Hebrews. Got some more here. Romans 12 and 1 says, dedicated service. There you have it again. Yeah, more examples of being under a form of dedication, institution, right? Subject to, yeah. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahushua, of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Right, there you go, man. We're presenting ourselves, right? We're influenced. We're under a service, a sacrifice, a dedication, an institution. That word is all throughout this video. I keep making mention of it because I'm lambacking off that particular word, which led me to do this video. The Wada Yahweh, the Wada Yahushua, Kala Yahweh Bashim Shah. 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good. What is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh? Yeah, man. That's some more good precepts, lambacking of the word. You know, that's how I came up with these precepts, being under an institution, which, what does it do? It makes us be conformed. We're conformed. We've conformed to Yahushua Mashiach. We've conformed to the laws to the best of our ability. We've conformed to getting into the prophecy and to the history. We've conformed to calling out, to teach, to preach, to call out to others, to not forsaking the gathering. We've conformed to all of that, right? That's what an institution does to you, and we're institutionalized to Yahweh. Why Yahushua? Yeah, I can end the video there. That's really the point. We've conformed to Yahweh. Why Yahushua? Conform to this, not to this world, you see, but by ye transformed, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. Enough said, enough said, enough said. That's really the point, man. There's more, there's more. Romans 1 and 13 says, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power, right, but of Yahweh, the powers that be are ordained of Yahweh. Yeah, that's the point right there. That's the point right there. Whosoever therefore resists the power, resisteth the ordained of Yahweh, and they that resist shall receive themselves condemnation. Now that's the point, right? There is no authority higher than Yahweh, Yahweh Yahushua, and all the other powers are placed there by Yahweh Yahushua, under Yahweh Yahushua. So we are institution. That's what we're under. The subject to our ultimate authority, which all the authorities are subject to the higher authority, the higher power. Yeah, there is no power but of Yahweh. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh. Right? That's the point. Abu Ratazar, the lesson was edifying. It's not letting me get into any of the precept or the words I like to get into. It's okay because there's always more videos we can get into on this particular subject. Let me try one more time. If not, we're gonna end it and come back. You know, sometimes there's a glitch in the there's a glitch in the matrix, but it's all the spirit of the Lord. This is not our movie. Yeah, and an excuse to get into it at another time throughout the week. So that's the point, Akim. That's the point, man. Ephesians 2 and 10 says, for we are his workmanship, created in Yahushua Mashiach unto good works, which Yahweh hath before ordained that we should walk in them. All right, the word workman. We're going to come back and get into some of these meaty words. And that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it means to be institutionalized. So Abu Raza, I hope it was edifying. The water to you, Shima Shak, on the spirit on me to do this video. Shalom to the sincere Akim. We on to the next. The word institutionalized, and that's what it's about. Made alive in Yahushua and Mashiach. We on to the next.